Have you ever felt like you've been carrying the weight of the world? Libra, balancing everyone else's needs while your own heart quietly aches? If you're a Libra sun, moon, or rising, and the last decade has felt like an endless tightrope walk, sacrificing your peace to keep the harmony, then this story is yours. It's not just about astrology. It's about you, the gentle warrior who's been through a profound initiation and is now stepping into a radiant new chapter. Let's unravel this journey together, weaving through the stars and your soul to discover why June 15th, 2025 marks the dawn of your liberation. Imagine a young Libra named Alara, living in a bustling city where every day felt like a performance. She was the one everyone turned to, the mediator who could calm any storm, the friend who always listened, the colleague who made every project shine. But behind her warm smile, Alara was exhausted. For years, she'd poured her heart into relationships that left her feeling unseen, jobs that didn't honor her creativity, and a life that felt like it belonged to everyone but her. Sound familiar? Like Alara, you've likely spent years navigating a karmic cycle, one where your natural gifts of grace and diplomacy became both your strength and your burden. This cycle, astrologically speaking, was no accident. Since around 2012, slow-moving planets like Saturn and Pluto have been weaving a heavy tapestry in your chart, Libra. Saturn, the taskmaster, demanded discipline, forcing you to face responsibilities that often felt unfair. Pluto, the transformer, dug deep, unearthing hidden wounds and unspoken truths. Together, they place you in situations where you had to choose. Keep the peace at the cost of your own voice, or risk conflict to honor your truth. You often chose the former, didn't you? You stayed silent when your heart screamed, smiled when you were breaking, and gave more than you received. But every choice, every sacrifice was a lesson, sculpting you into someone stronger, wiser, and ready for what's coming. Now, picture Alara standing at a crossroads on June 15th, 2025. The air feels different, lighter, as if the universe has exhaled. This isn't just another day. It's a cosmic turning point. Saturn and Pluto are shifting, moving away from the heavy positions that have weighed on Libra for over a decade. The burdens you've carried, those silent wounds, the unspoken responsibilities, are dissolving like mist in the morning sun. For Alara, this moment feels like waking up from a long dream. For you, it's the start of a new era where you're no longer the peacekeeper who sacrifices yourself, but the creator of harmony from a place of inner strength. Let's dive into what this shift means for you, starting with love, because for Libra, love is your language, your sanctuary. Over the years, you've poured your soul into relationships, often giving more than you received. You've stayed in connections that felt safe but stifling, hoping your patience would restore balance. But Alara's story shows us a different path. One evening, she sat with a journal, writing down every relationship that drained her. She realized she'd been holding on to people not out of love, but out of fear. Fear of conflict, of being alone, of disrupting the harmony. That night, she made a promise to herself, no more compromising her heart. As the planets realign in June 2025, you're being called to make that same promise. This is your time to release relationships that no longer align with your truth and to welcome connections that honor your softness and strength. Love, for you, is about to become a mirror of your own self-worth, not a battleground for balance. Now, let's talk about money, because Libra's grace hides a soul that craves stability. Alara once worked a job that paid the bills but left her spirit empty. She gave her creativity to projects that didn't value her, stayed in roles that felt safe but uninspiring. Maybe you've been there too, holding on to financial arrangements that feel like a compromise. But as Saturn moves into a new position, it's bringing clarity to your financial world. Alara started a side project, a small Etsy shop selling her handmade jewelry. It wasn't about the money at first. It was about reclaiming her spark. To her surprise, orders poured in, not because she chased them, but because she was finally aligned with her true value. For you, this shift means new opportunities, perhaps a skill you've overlooked, a project you've dismissed, or a negotiation where you finally stand firm. Money flows toward clarity, Libra, and as you stop downplaying your worth, you'll see abundance find you. Your career, too, is part of this transformation. Alara once doubted her path because it didn't fit the conventional mold. She'd taken roles that felt restrictive, set aside dreams because they seemed impractical. But in the spring of 2025, as Jupiter aligns with your chart, you're being called to act on those dreams. Alara took a leap, enrolling in a design course she'd always wanted to try. A mentor appeared, a door opened, and suddenly, she wasn't just working, she was creating. You don't need all the answers to start, Libra. Take that first step, whether it's a new project, a career shift, or simply speaking up at a meeting. The universe has your back, and signs will come. An email, a connection, an unexpected opportunity. Your work isn't just a job. It's how you bring beauty and wisdom into the world. But the heart of this journey lies in your inner world, your purpose, your transformation. For years, you've asked, what was I born to do? You've been the peacemaker, the comforter, but rarely yourself. Alara felt this too, until she started meditating, spending quiet moments alone. In those silences, she heard a voice, not the world's but her own. The planetary alignments in your 8th and 12th houses, tied to rebirth and spiritual awakening, are stirring this voice in you. This is a time to let go of outdated versions of yourself. The perfect one, the calm one who never hurts anyone. Real gentleness comes from truth, not avoidance. You're here to redefine beauty, Libra, not just in appearance, but in honesty, fairness, and courage. Whether it's through art, healing, or simply living authentically, your purpose is unfolding. Trust it. Alara's rebirth wasn't loud or dramatic. It was quiet, like a leaf changing color. She stopped apologizing for her needs, started saying no to what drained her, and began choosing herself. As you step into this phase, you'll feel it too, a lightness, a clarity. You might end a relationship that's run its course, start a spiritual practice, or simply spend more time in silence. These are signs your soul is evolving. You don't need to rush or prove anything. Just surrender to what's coming. The universe isn't punishing you, it's preparing you. Every wound, every silence has led to this moment where you finally see yourself, unfiltered, real, and worthy of love. This isn't about revenge or proving anyone wrong. It's a homecoming, a return to your core. You've spent years softening your words, silencing your emotions, smiling through pain. But now, true peace isn't about avoiding conflict. It's about being real. As you choose yourself, everything shifts. Relationships become honest. Opportunities align with your truth, and your presence becomes magnetic. You're no longer chasing approval. You're living from the inside out. And in that space, success, love, and abundance flow naturally. June 15th, 2025 is your cleansing reign, Libra, a moment when the debts of the past are cleared. You've carried others' expectations, questioned your worth, wondered if you deserve better. The answer is yes. You're not just worthy, you're ready. This is your radiant return, where you choose yourself unapologetically, not out of bitterness, but out of love. Your light, once hidden, now shines. Your dreams, once delayed, now beckon. And your heart, once heavy, now walks free. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.
I invite you to enjoy and subscribe to our channel. Share this video with others so they can benefit too. Leave a comment below to share your thoughts and experiences. Thank you for watching and joining us on this journey. We'll see you in the next video. Blessings.